Fast market here on the Schwab Network. We're talking Apple today. It's had a nice snapback rally here just below all-time highs. That weakness that we saw throughout March and April on slowing sales starting to turn around here a little bit. Worldwide Developers Conference starts on Monday, Kevin. AI expectations, they're expected to make some commentary, and I think the market's kind of getting maybe ahead of itself at this point. But anytime you mention AI and they're late to the game, but finally starting to delve into it maybe.
Apple's been having a nice comeback and a nice run. And think about this, Tom. There's an arms race going on with AI right now, right? And it's Meta, it's Amazon, it's Google Alphabet, Microsoft is in there. The first three I named, Meta, Amazon, Google. You know what those all have in common? They're all going to be on my iPhone at some point.
Right.
This is wherever AI wins, wherever it settles, it's still going to settle on my iPhone or my iPad or my Mac or my AirBook. It's all going to be on there. So Apple's ecosystem, everyone's like, oh, Apple has been very quiet about AI. They don't need to be loud. Everything is coming their way for AI. So I don't see Apple stock is telling you that people aren't overly concerned because they're not major first level players in AI. AI's coming at them. I don't think they need to.
They've got 2.2 billion people using their devices.
Yeah. AI's coming to the iPhone. They don't have to go get it.
Right. And Nate, let's bring you back in here on this one. It's had a nice, rebound rally. You're starting to see some data out of China that iPhone sales are picking up. Now they had discounted and some promotional activity over there also. But everybody keeps talking about, hey, AI into the new iPhones that are coming out this fall. And it seems like this is a redundant type of measure with Apple, where going into the Worldwide Developers Conference, everybody gets hyped up, and then it's kind of ho-hum afterwards. We might sell off a little bit. But what's your take here going into this Developers Conference that's, a lot of people are hinging these gains on over the last month?
Right. And yeah, Dan Ives has been, one of the, a frequent guest on our show here as well. Obviously a bull on Apple, 250 price target, has been talking about this, the potential for this refresh cycle to be in place here. I assume, maybe you guys have more color on this. Is this going to be an iOS update, or is this going to be hardware for sure? And is it coming this fall, or is all that to be revealed next week? Do you guys know? Have you been a little more tapped in or tuned into?
I think everybody's focused so much on what type of impact AI is going to have, the relationship that they're going to have with ChatGPT. Does that cost Apple money, or does it cost ChatGPT money to get into their iPhones? Maybe they mentioned something about the new screens that are supposed to be coming out, foldable phones. I'm not sure, but it seems like it's always kind of a letdown because everybody gets hyped up so much going into it.
Yeah, and look, and it's been, it's a gradual, if you look at the history of Apple and these types of, conferences, and you're right, they tend to run up and then sell off. And why is that? Lack of innovation. They just basically make it faster and give it a better camera, and it tends to kind of disappoint. Having said that, on this potential refresh cycle here, I think this WWDC has the potential to actually provide some kind of a surprise, more so than I'd say over the past, 5 or 6. Even Vision Pro that came out, that kind of flopped a little bit too after we saw some of the, A, it's got this cord sticking out of it. B, you've got, some of the headaches that were reported, all that kind of stuff. But this, I think, in terms of AI, as what's really kind of brought the stock back to life, that with the recovery of sales in China as well. Technically speaking, I think you have to respect the fact that over the past 52 weeks, between this 195 and 200, it's been resistance.
And all-time high 199.62 in December. Going into this.